أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا.
The very last verse, revealed to the Muslims, affirms Islam as the perfect religion. The Qur'an is the book of all climes for all times. The Qur'an, revealed some 1,500 years ago, respect the need for parents to plan wisely the spacing of the birth of their children. Scholars of yesteryears approved of family planning. Muhammad ibn Ahmad, Abu Hamid al-Tusi al-Ghazali al-Shafi'i, popularly known as Imam al-Ghazali, who was called the Proof of Islam. He was a major Shafi'i jurist, heresiographer, and debater, expert in the principles of doctrine and those of jurisprudence. Al-Ghazali mentioned in Ihya Ulum al-Din intentions to use azal, or withdrawal. His views on the subject of azal were summed up by Imam Mahmud Shaltut in his book Family Planning. Ghazali sees that preventing pregnancy is permitted and lawful, for prohibition depends on a text or textual analogy. There is no text concerning this problem, and there is no similar analogy to be followed. Family planning is an example which means abstaining from marriage or leaving sexual intercourse after marriage or leaving fecundity after intercourse, for all these are permissible. Ghazali's numerous works have influenced generations of Muslim thinkers after him. Today's scholars also support family planning.
Yung halimbawa, yung isang pamilya, dumami sila na yung dapat lang nakakayanin ng isang pamilya. Yun lang, ang kulang lang sa atin, kailangan magawa natin yung iparating natin sa kanila yung ibig sabihin talaga ng family planning.
Arab muftis have issued various fatwas regarding family planning through the years. Although there had been definitive fatwas on family planning in the Muslim world since the olden times, many Philippine imams, ustads, and ulama still forbid family planning.
Ang patakaran ng Islam, ang kailangan nila yung maraming tao. Ayun, yung magparamihan sila. Yun ang maskin wala ng pagkain, basta marami ang pamilya. Kapag mag-family planning, bawal sa namin, sa tribo namin ng Islam. Yun lang.
Ang paniniwala ko sa pagpapamilya ay yun ay inutos ng mga propeta. Inutos ng mga propeta na mag-asawa para upang magkaroon ng pamilya. Dahil sa Biblia din nasabi rin na magpakarami kayo. Walang limitation at walang pinagbabawal doon kung gaano karami na ibig sabihin na maanak mo. Sapagkat walang nakakaalam dyan na tao. Diyos lamang ang nakakaalam kung ilan lamang ay bibigyan niya sa iyo na anak. Ay, sa akin, ang anak ko ngayon na 19.
19?
Opo.
Ilan po asawa niyo?
Marami po ang babae na naasawa ko, kanya lang naiwalay na sa akin, nag-iwalay na kami.
The religious leaders doesn't allow family planning in our province. In the sermons and all this, in the radio broadcast, they don't they always prohibit women to use birth control. They do not allow these things to happen. It's a hit. It's it is prohibited, they say in the Qur'an.
The Muslim religious leaders called imams, ustads, or ulama influence the Muslim people's thinking because they are supposed to be learned in Islamic tenets.
The ulamas and the alims influences the Muslim communities very much because they are the Islamic, they are the ones guiding the people in Islamic thoughts. So you can see that in every Friday prayer there is a congregation, the ulamas and the alims speak before the Islamic communities during prayer times.
The government has to have a plan, just like Indonesia and other Islamic countries in Asia, to get the help or the services of the ulamas, so that those who are for family planning will be enforced by the ulamas, because whether we like it or not, they have some influence on the lives of the people.
In answer to the call for the ulama to do something about family planning, some 70 Muslim religious leaders gathered in Davao City on October 20, 2003 for a dialogue on family planning, reproductive health, vis-a-vis Islam. On November 22, 2003, some 30 Muslim religious leaders gathered again in Davao City to settle the issue of family planning vis-a-vis Islamic teachings. That is, to have a definitive ruling or fatwa on this issue. The religious leaders debated passionately until a consensus was achieved. Led by the Mufti of the Darul Ifta of Central Mindanao, Sheikh Omar Muhammad, the assembly crafted a fatwa or Islamic canonical decision which asserted that family planning and reproductive health is allowed in Islam. A month later, they visited Cairo to have an audience at the Grand Mufti of Egypt, Dr. Ali Gomaa, in order to discuss their fatwa.
وهذه الأمور يعني تتدخل فيها عوامل أخرى، يعني الخطاب الذي سأكتبه هو يقوم بهذه الرسالة.
His Excellency will be actually signing a letter endorsing this, and this can be used as a support for your family planning programs in the Philippines within the Muslim community.
The Grand Mufti of Egypt gave their blessings to the fatwa crafted by Philippine ulama. Among others, the fatwa states, family planning does not refer to abortion, neither to birth control. It refers to birth or child spacing. All methods of contraception are allowed as long as they are safe, legal, in accordance with the Islamic Sharia, and approved by a credible physician, preferably a Muslim, for the benefit of both the mother and the child. Reproductive health and family planning, as practiced under valid reasons and recognized necessities, are in accordance with the teachings of Islam. With this fatwa as their guide to better plan their families, the Moro families can better allocate their meager resources more adequately in order to enjoy a better quality of life. The Moro people cannot afford to be left out in the dark, to be behind the times. In answer to the call of the times, the Bangsa Moro must adapt to the changing times. but always in accordance with the Qur'an and the Sunnah. Reproductive health and family planning are means to survival and prosperity in this day and age. Reproductive health and family planning, therefore, can be the modern-day call to moral greatness.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah.